Just so you know, I've started it again. Just so you know, I've started it again.
Confessions of a diarrhea person. In the future, when people want to cancel me, they're going to look into your streams. They'll find plenty of ample material.
And they really are. You can just excuse it by saying it's Pakistani culture. Because it really is.
What area?
Yes.
I'm glad we agree on that.
Lahore food be like. No, actually, no. Lahore food makes you throw up.
No, it doesn't. Fake Africa.
Yeah, but that usually leads to you throwing up.
No. It comes at the right end.
Just horribly painfully.
Yeah. You're gonna regret all your life choices after eating Lahore food.
Okay. There has been one time where I had Lahore food and it was like really good.
No, the food is good. It's just that it gives you diarrhea and constipation at the same time.
It was that burger, remember? Imagine, yeah. Imagine having really long fingers. What was the
Whoa! This place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
I'm remembering in Dramatical Murder there it's like a video game that you get transported to, or like the main character gets transported to.
Also, I don't think the traveler can learn abyssal power, considering they're resistant to all abyss-related things.
Maybe they can learn anti-abyssal power,
Like magic.
Magic.
Since you haven't studied with dream mirroring, every time you slip it. Tough to say. To play it safe. I need to give you some special. Wait, you're gonna teach her some of your. Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
I forgot what the game in Dramatical Murder is called.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples.
It's funny that they get transported into a video game. It's kind of like Inception because the original Dramatical Murder is like a video game.
You're already a pretty good fighter.
Or
all
a visual
I'm planning
novel.
to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios.
And then the anime is based off of that.
But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Really? I want to procrastinate.
So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago.
Didn't really learn anything in that. It was just nonsense.
Pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet?
For all we know, she could be considered her master's pet. If we've learned anything from the way she treats Child and how her Child thinks of her, if her master is anything like that, and this is just like a normal thing to her, then it's very possible that's the case. I think Cloran's master was horrible to her as well, so I'm imagining that her and the narwhal are just equal in ranking, if not the narwhal being above that.
Ready. Story quests.
Clorand fought. Technically, she's the pet of a geowish because the person who was taking care of Clorand basically got a Clorand wanted a pet, so she got Clorand a geowish and she said whoever wins can be the other one's pet. I mean, can be the other one's owner. And Clorand lost considering she was 10 versus a geowish and that basically ended up. Then now she's technically a geowish pet. Look at that.
Bring it on!
Your training will be
I
split into 3 stages.
explained that way
Testing
more
your blade work,
complicated than it was.
elemental abilities, and reasoning skills. We'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master King, Kuching.
Are you naming all the lame people? Never mind. Never
I
mind.
met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through.
Not really. None of those people are like me. Also, you only mentioned 3 nations.
You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in handy now.
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of
Can I
fighting.
make my own Lumine Star?
To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then again, if you packed on pounds of flesh without a big enough frame to support it, you'd end up bloated and unwieldy.
Understood. So what's the next step?
You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are
Taking
just
a good
techniques,
hard look at
and which
what's in
parts
front
can
of
be
me
used
right
to
now.
form your own system of blade work. Only then will you get the full utility out of all your thoughts and observations along the way. Only then will every strike you deliver make perfect sense.
Wait, is that it? Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new moves. Like when you went swoosh and opened a tunnel to another place.
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic a trick as any other. But right now, our sword styles are so wildly different that teaching you mere techniques is pointless.
Did I get on the screensaver? Good.
You're fat.
Lol, I didn't. What was the point of that scene? Was she also high on meth? Like, what is the context of that scene? Why does she keep saying yo? Is she trying to be cool?
I don't know, man. I haven't seen the thing, yo. Oh, well, we all know saying yo makes you cool.
There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework. That's all I have to say. Time to make a start.
That's physical
Train
punishment
until you're
called.
satisfied with yourself.
That's physical punishment called.
Physical punishment?
Yeah. I feel like she's just saying, like,
Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
oh, this? Oh, she said as swiftly as possible. It's like the Ellen training. Ellen.
Windblade.
You know that commission where you destroy all the dummies at once?
This is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler.
There's 900? There,
I'm sure there's something that happens in the time that causes you to be able to destroy 900 as well. So there's no way expected to
this 900 times.
Why are you so bad at this?
I'm trying to do something, Rush. That.
Yeah, I figured what you said. I'm trying to do something.
She keeps going in the wrong goddamn direction.
Yeah, you need to have better control on this.
Windblade.
Windblade.
Hers and hers is so
Different.
like Windblade.
There. There you go. Power is surging within me. Windblade.
See what it
Windblade. Windblade.
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it
I
together.
don't need to be calm for this. This is just tedious. This is not making me any stronger. Give me some, like, give me a gun. How did that only destroy one?
Windblade.
You make me do some, like, aim practice. I have horrible reaction time when it comes to aim. It takes me forever to do that. Do that instead. They could have made this a fun mini game, like a mini game from a past event, or like a mini game from a past story quest. Why did they make this so annoying? Did she make Tartaglia do this? I'm assuming she made Tartaglia do this.
Probably.
Finally. Didn't even have to do 900, but it felt like I was doing 900. You mean I don't know how that made you feel any stronger. I really wish they did something creative with that. Why did you have to jump scare me like that?
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their
Gaia is
philosophy?
not a
What's
master
their
of
state of mind as
weaponry.
they maneuver their weapon?
Neither is Kaching.
Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength over and over until your hand is one with your mind. This is the only path to true growth.
I'm pretty sure that's just gonna make my hand cramp, but okay.
Step on up.
Yeah.
For the wings.
Lynette,
That's not
that woman does not use her sword at all. Kazuha actually has like a full sentence written, and then
I see eternity go by in an instant. The atoms of many years from a single leaf. Thus I shall slice this maple in a flash and ask the question of the ages.
and he's like the only one who isn't voiced in this sequence. My sword style, my journey. What are you doing? You look like an insane person. Does not look cool. Paimon.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop.
Shut up.
Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
Like your arms, hands, and fingers.
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't have any. Shinju.
That the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
What is with the random ass weapons? Are these the weapons I have on my characters?
The white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
What about Ayato? With each slash of my blade, I feel my strength increasing. I don't know if my weapon can contain all this power. What does that mean? Traveler.
I would like to bring official here for this.
Official would eat this up. Yeah. Official is literally less cringy than SKIRK.
Looks like you've made some real progress.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel?
Exhausting. I'm fighting to keep
As
my
you
eyes
should
open.
be.
Because
Time
this
flies
is
when you're
boring
having
as
fun. You've actually been going for several days now with no rest.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt you.
What's with her hair? What's wrong with her hair?
It's behind her shoulder.
It's always behind her shoulder.
Go get some sleep.
Why does it look like a
Be
mask?
safe very soon. Let's
Can you get me a thing of ice? There's one in the freezer door. Like a bag of ice.
Sometimes you have to practice a single movement
in the door.
maybe 10 million times before the breakthrough moment comes. Nothing
Yes.
in the outside world can help you in this process. The most important thing is to remain patient.
Orc. You want me to leave? What? Oh. Why is it not making the slurp sound? Look at the steam coming off the ice. Vapor. Go in the goddamn Serenity pot. Is that like not a canon thing anymore?
I want to see SKIRK in this trendy spot. She's like, wait man, your place is way nicer than mine.
I wonder what Kabe would say to her place. I think he'd like it.
To Traveler or
SKIRK. Vapor. Are you supposed to be able to feel the vapor? What is this place? Have I been pulled back into that place again? But SKIRK never said the dream mirroring would kick. What? When did you expect it to kick in? No, it's closer structure. This isn't the same place as last time. It's dark and gloomy, but there isn't that clinging fog that made my hair stand on end. Hold on, if dream mirroring is a two-way process, maybe I'm seeing her mind while she's exploring mine. If this is her inner world, it's pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sound of a flowing stream. Yeah, her head is empty. Oh, oh my god, it's so cute. What is? It looks like a Minato. It's so cute. Are you a Minato? You're leading me places. Oh, it's not as cute as the Minato. It's pretty. It's prettier than the Minato, I think. But it's not as cute as.
Why are you skipping classes again?
Is that Sitlali? That sounds like Sitlali. That's probably Sitlali.
Imagine if Sitlali is secretly Sitlali.
Because he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Wait, is that baby SKIRK?
Yeah.
Is that baby SKIRK saying that?
Yes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
Alright, let's not get into a big fight about this. SKIRK's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday.
Is that
Why don't
Sitlali?
you tell your dad all about it?
Her dad?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fins, but it
I love the
spat
voice
water.
acting on Child SKIRK.
Oh, and today I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be
He
this
sounds
giant
like
bird
such an
that can
enthusiastic
spit fire.
child. That's so
I bet
sad.
if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you going to hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, silly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
Wait! Put on a coat at least. You'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady.
So it's your fault that she's like this.
You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about exploring the beyond one day, whatever that means.
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite. Come on, our little adventurer is going to be hungry when she gets back. Let's get started on dinner.
Dinner's already there. What do you mean?
Oh my NPCs.
Also, in her dream, her parents don't have faces.
I'm out. Out of the closet? The weather is wonderful today.
Interesting.
Her parents don't have what?
The
Faces.
stars shimmer high above.
She just doesn't remember what
But
they look like.
mountains as far as the eye can see, an endless snowy plain, or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said.
What is the merch?
Can't be the
Where are
only
you
one
from,
asking these
woman?
questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail
It
together
reminds me of
and
Gone.
explore every corner of the world. I'm
This
sick
is
of being a
calculable.
kid. There's so many amazing things out there. I'm ready to see them all. But for now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Not yet, at least. This place is so interesting. Something's going on. This reminds me of like Nameless Cat.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the
Why?
children. Stay back.
They're coming!
That's kind of goofy how it just appeared on screen.
Eliminate the
Like
threat.
that.
Take them down.
Don't be scared.
This way!
We'll never make it.
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Interesting drama.
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best our home has to offer, gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Take us out! Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
That was
Rest assured, sir, we have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
good.
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now,
Why
but
aren't
they
you
won't
just
last long.
killing them? God damn.
To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
It smells like something's burning. What's going on?
Dad? Mom? Skirk, you're all right?
Because her name was always Skirk.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can. Don't trust anyone. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive.
Why?
My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Well, I'm sorry, but you were completely
Whenever
wrong.
you miss us, just play this song.
Of
Remember,
course, the music.
life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
She is the darkness that's claiming it, to be
Break
honest.
down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine.
We're
Have it
already
your
gonna
way.
kill them. Okay. What was that? He does have a nice voice. Also, I just realized something. If she's limbless, did she manifest the heels?
Yep.
Oh, that's so cute. She's sucking on her fingers.
Oh, you're awake?
Yeah, you're singing so loudly. What do you expect?
I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Do you think putting the ice on the back of this is a good idea?
It's not a bad idea. I don't know.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so
I mean,
surreal,
people
don't you
use water
think?
coolers for their PCs, that's why.
No
This
day
is just
and no night.
less
It's like
efficient.
time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep track, it feels like we'd have no idea how long we've even
It
been
wouldn't be
here.
that big of a deal considering how slowly time passes here.
Well, except for the fact that Paimon still gets hungry like clockwork. You go do your training. Paimon's gonna grab a bite.
What about me, bitch?
The way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3
Can you
stages.
put this back for now?
You know what I am?
Fat.
Oh.
That you are.
The first is mastering the use of standard weapons.
Stand.
Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
Windblade is a stand.
SKIRK's limbs are a stand.
They could be actually.
The natural energy to that is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm.
Why?
My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss, an act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
Why?
The elemental
That's
energy
nice.
of Tivat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time.
Now you're telling me again.
And also, you should have like called and told me what season is, so I could tell you alternatives. But you didn't.
No, I didn't. I didn't charge my phone.
Neither of you are smart people.
You're fat.
Are you going?
No.
Good.
I'm putting my phone in front of me.
Good.
Why you want to talk to me?
No, I don't. That's the thing. Driving with my darling, faster than I should. Driving with my darling, faster than I should. None of any of the other lyrics to the song.
Continue.
But there's something familiar about the proper use. Seems to be related in cryo and
A
someone.
keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the
Call
will
it
of this
an
world.
excuse for
So, to make
Genshin
my
to
life
not make
easier,
a new
I
element.
disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature.
Call it an excuse to not add the quantum element to Genshin.
It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the Seven Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about delving into abyssal power, I can teach it to you. So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power. But is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply disappear. Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky.
How are you going to use abilities in the best? There's no
True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Remove cooldown.
Windblade! Windblade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
I know how to play Genshin, SKIRK. Shut up.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away! Windblade!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Oh, hell no.
I'm pissing on them.
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
They're so slow.
Go!
Go! Owie. That did not damage me at all. my using my skill is damaging me more than this. It's because it's a Fontaine mechanic, no? Yes. I'm not looking at it. No. Why are these things so tedious? You didn't give me 900 spikes to destroy this time? Along my journey, I gained different elemental. I never trained with all of them. Like, are we gonna get the ability to use all the elements at once?
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will.
We know that's correct.
It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
Graceful as the wind, tough as stone, nimble as lightning, flourishing like the foliage. I can feel the powers of the elements within me flowing through me. Sometimes I feel as peaceful as a flowing stream, others like a surging, raging river. If I close my eyes, I can almost hear their voices, but not like some wild beast battling for. What is that?
It's a dumb cat is what it is. It's a fat, dumb, useless cat.
Wild beast battling for dominion. It's more like saying hello to an old friend. What is with the Yab Fest?
Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements.
I hope this gives them a canonical power up. Because if this doesn't give them a power up, like an actual in-game power up, because if this doesn't give them an in-game power up, like how what's it called? Like yeah, like how Al Nathan gave us the knowledge capsule and gave us the flight power up. That would suck.
Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength. Get some rest. When you wake up, we'll proceed to the final stage of your training.
Make us train like an insane amount. She's letting us rest, which is surprising to me.
I mean, we're going on for weeks and I haven't like. Also, they kind of oh, her parents died.
No, they were attacked. They were attacked by
Here's
some
a
weird.
song they made.
I mean, it's not the worst thing. It's just bland, a little bland compared to what Genshin usually has. Is she gonna start singing the song?
She's playing prosthetic hands.
Did you bring me here? Who are you? No response. The strange creature just floated away. What is that thing? What is it doing in SKIRK's inner world? And where is it taking me this time?
is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation, the fear
No, it is
of
fear.
losing those you love, the fear of watching your home burn,
But that's just the
fear of loneliness, fear of death.
How is she afraid of being lonely? That's all she does is stay alone.
yeah.
Fear of death is also not something she really needs to worry about.
I feel like
Also, fear of watching your home burn and also kind of fall out the window, considering her home is already burned.
yeah. I was gonna say this just sounds like describing different animal characters. Why is she not animal? Why Cryo? At least make her Electro if you're gonna do that. Like Electro is such a fitting element for her because they're like a
Yeah, are
strange.
you using your headphones?
No, you need them. Electro is such a weird element for. I mean, Cryo is such a weird. Yeah. Like they're like the weird characters, like the characters who are viewed as
Fear
strange.
is the source of
What are
evolution.
cryo
It forces humanity to
I
adapt
guess,
to their environment
yeah, it
and
is the ones
overcome
that have the fear
hardship.
of.
It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves
That is usually
and then the
described
rest
as
of the world.
the people who are afraid of losing their loved ones. No, I mean, I mean the what's it called? I forgot how to explain it.
Cryo characters usually just have turbulent home lives.
That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve.
I'm trying to think of a cryo character who doesn't have turbulent home life.
Every Genshin character has turbulent home life,
Really?
except for like a few, like your Mia.
Arlecchino.
Arlecchino does.
But Arlecchino doesn't involve dead.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks.
Damn, this guy is so
I want to
big.
hear the cracking and splintering of bone. After all, bones can always be reset.
Damn, this guy is a big.
Yeah, he's one of the 5 sinners. What do you expect?
You male.
Yeah, that's secret.
I know, I'm just checking the screen thing.
Good Skirk. Once again,
Is he
you
a dog?
survived. How do you feel?
Cold and pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss.
This sounds like you're big.
Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the brink of death, you become stronger.
Then how are you related to this guy?
I now understand
get
why
along with
these
the other
people
sinners.
sought to destroy your
I
homeland.
know, but
Your
how
potential
does this
goes
man
beyond
share the
even what I
same
could have
blood as him?
anticipated.
It's like you wanna say.
But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form. Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend what is
I'm just
broken.
imagining a child
Then
that's
take
full of
up
maggots
your
and
sword.
wounds right now. Can you please kill this guy? Do we get to kill this guy?
I hope we do get to kill this guy. I mean,
And I'm just getting an idea of now how much the sinners suck.
yeah, sinners.
I have so many questions about Skirk's past. Where did she come from? What has she been through?
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of your training whenever you are. So, want to head over now? Or did you want to wait a little?
I really want answers, but right now it's vital to complete my training. Once that's done, I'll find a chance to talk to her.
Hey guys, what does this remind you of?
JoJo's.
Is it a JoJo's post?
It's lean beef patty. Do you know who lean beef patty is? She makes fitness and gym content.
From your training so far, you have gained a better command of the sword and more control over your elemental abilities. That's only part of it.
Cadence.
Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could.
I wanna know what her limbs feel like. Are they solid? Are they like... Imagine they feel like aerogel.
I mean, that would make
Now,
sense.
it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack, and you're going to block. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me, you still don't know what happened to him, do you?
Okay.
She's the yeah.
Oh.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation.
Are you describing yourself?
How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me, but you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same.
We are not the same.
Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. Make the most rational and advantageous decision in any given moment.
You know what would be advantageous? Covering yourself up.
This is your final training session. Look alive.
What if I
Same
don't?
drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
I thought we were gonna fight. You see how much damage these things are doing? It's not a concerning amount of damage. Dude, let me switch elements if we're gonna do two things at once. Like,
This is 1 second.
Water jet!
if anything, you're
Water
hurting.
jet! Water jet!
I hate that they disappear so quickly.
Water jet!
Right away from them. I don't have to destroy any more crystal colors. So annoying, man. Just let more spawn after you. About the what? People are gonna be so pissed about the what. Why? People don't like the fact that it doesn't do damage. This doesn't require you to do damage.
I found where
Find other things.
Like rain.
Not bad. Better than I expected.
Shut up, SKIRK. You made me do 900 of these earlier.
Probably.
You're getting the hang of it.
You can find
The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes
Is there
down
gonna
to
be
focus.
any story part of this?
Yeah.
Any interesting story? Genshin has set the standards too high for itself. I think it's working. I can tune out anything that isn't related to the battle, but I think I'm still pretty far from having full control over my emotions.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
No wonder you lost your limbs. SKIRK went through this kind of training too. Didn't she? How merciless does the training have to be to make some?
Some substitute on emotion for pure reason.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental ability.
SKIRK is right. Now that I've stopped all of the emotions I was suppressing are rushing back to the surface. Pain, exhaustion, doubt, but frustration. I feel like I could fall asleep on the spot.
Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Oh my god, a chest! Oh my god! An exquisite chest! Thank you, Skirk. Why did they give me Hydro Sigils? Thank you, Skirk. You're the best! Oh my god.
Warriors will train day and night to perfect their skills. But when the battle comes, their fate may be decided in a matter of minutes. One mistake, one moment of hesitation. Just like that, all their blood, sweat, and tears were for nothing. You need to push yourself to perfection, or you might not even live to regret it.
Hey, Resus, microwave. I'm going insane. Looks like I'm back in Skirks in a row. I don't see that strange creature this time. I think I can navigate this place on my own, even without it here to guide me. I don't know how to leave, so I'm stuck until I wake up. Can't hurt to take a look around while I wait. At least let me jump, bro.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
But she got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever. Skirk's becoming more like him by the day.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level. They're always so resolute, so unshakable.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world? Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Yes.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up. Then I can do anything.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger. Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here. Keep running and don't ever look back.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it? How about saying you hail from beneath the earth instead? As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss are the same in that both are braving the dark unknown. Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules. Splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Powder fell down a well. What?
Sorry.
The dream is over. I can hear the cackling of the fire in the distance. There's a fragrant aroma of grilled meat in the air. Grilled meat. Grilled meat.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for
I
you.
am a
I feel
little
like some
hungry.
fools are too far away from the fire.
Yeah. I'm a little hungry. Yeah, I'm starving.
Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in before it gets cold.
It's next to the fire. How is it gonna get cold? Are you two best friends
Oh, well,
now?
if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forget the whole Ice Queen thing. Paimon's not one to hold a grudge.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Thanks for babysitting, Skirk.
Oh, so full.
Lol.
What is that pose? Jojo posing.
She's literally Jojo posing.
Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, you just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul, and our business will be concluded. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left. You and I may never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
After spending time with Skirk's inner world, witnessing her memories, there are many questions I could ask, but the most important ones are you really from Tevat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
Answer the question. Don't respond with another question. Sorry, I didn't tell you earlier, but while you were dream mirroring, I saw your memories. It's like, oh no!
Sundra's worst nightmare.
Literally.
Traveler.
This is the first time I've seen Skirk break her composure. I guess I took her by
I
surprise.
knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
So Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. In fact, she tried her best to keep. Why would you say that out loud, though?
She didn't. She's thinking.
No, I'm saying Skirk. Why would Skirk say that out loud? We was speaking of endless darkness on my first time I was there. All I saw. That was what all I saw until A strange creature appeared.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late.
Is it because of me?
Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret. No, I'm not from Teyvat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
You're also a descender?
No, we're different in that respect. You're
Are you a
influencing the fate of this
trailblazer?
world. But me, I'm just passing through. Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between
You look a
worlds
lot
and
like
sent
a
me here.
goddamn Star Rail character.
But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown of space. So,
Does your
there you have
spaceship
it.
seem
On to
happen
your
to
second
look like a
question.
train? Does your spaceship look like a train and called the Astral Express? What is your goal in coming
To
here?
become stronger.
Oh,
For certain
wow.
reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, I need to understand the source of his strength. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps, walk the path he once walked, and somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That
Can you bring
is
my
my
stuff?
sole focus and purpose.